Welcome to the Himalayas! No, not quite. It ain't snowy enough for that, but it is March 5th today, and weather has gotten nasty out here. It's like 30-mile-an-hour winds and 50-mile-an-hour wind gusts, and the sheep busted out of their paddock, and I don't blame them a bit, because I put up a little bit of a windbreak for them way up over on the hill there behind me, maybe a quarter mile away, and yeah, it was quite breezy and not very pleasant up there, so they busted out. So I decided to feed them where they're at, so that's what we're doing. Jeepers, I almost ran over one. So this is a rye bale here. I fed already 4 other bales just before this right there, and there's one of the dogs laying down already. And then the sheep, they go all the way up around here and then around the corner all the way along that wood edge. They know where to go when it's bad weather, so what ended up, get out of the way, buddy. You are gonna get your butt run over. They ain't making it easy on me. Sheep are so silly that way. It's like, you guys have all kinds of feed there. Why do you have to follow me? This isn't even good compared to that. Yeah, so basically, that's where they were, way over there. And they ended up going way back in them woods over there and dropped down in there, and I went over here with the first bales and I fed a bunch over there on that side, and oh yeah, they started flooding out of that woods like a bunch of flies coming to the manure. So it was pretty cool to see. That's a beautiful doe right there. She's a dandy. And yeah, I guess no, I don't blame the sheep a bit. So they don't even have electric netting around them right now, but we're on a dead end farm here and I don't have to worry about where they go. But typically, you know, in the winter months, you know, if there's not much feed around and stuff for them to graze, which they have a little bit of grass and things like that around here, but if you put the feed in a spot, you know, they're pretty much gonna be sticking to that spot. And then between shelter and feed, that's pretty much the main 2 things where they're gonna be hanging out. So they ran away from the paddock that they're in and ran over to this shelter. So now I guess I just decided to bring the feed to them so they can hang out here. It gets nasty and windy, they can go in the woods. Or if you're a goat, I guess you can eat brush. You get fed hay, but those guys just decide to eat brush. They like their multiflora rose. I suppose they're eating on some of the berries and things that provides, and seeds and whatnot. But no, I think I'll try to get out of the cab here and maybe try to take a video if you can hear me. I don't know if you'll be able to hear me very good out there or not, but we're gonna try it anyway. So let's go take a look. Now we're gonna go for a walk in the winter wonderland. Yeah, tonight it's gonna be 45-mile-an-hour wind gusts, I believe, and then it's gonna be feeling like 5 degrees. So we got a wind chill of 5, which obviously in the middle of winter, that's can be a lot worse obviously here. But right now, honestly though, like this weather right now that we're having, it's all wet and muddy and windy and just damp. And I think this is worse than having 10 below 0 and dry, to be honest. Well, we got more problems. Good thing we decided to take a walk, because we got a goat that's got a kid here. Last year we had a goat that was on goat group that was on grazing jobs, and let's just say we didn't get the goat or the bucks pulled early enough, and you can see she's very pregnant, and she was just gonna lay down over the hill there and have some kids. So I'm gonna try to put her in the cab of the tractor and bring her home and put her in a building. See how it goes. Okay, we're a little tight in here, but we'll make it work. I gotta go sideways with the clutch. I'm gonna finish rolling this bale out here on the way home. Whew. Goat was definitely heavy. So yeah, well, we'll get her back to the building and put her in a nice pen with some good bedding, and hopefully she'll have some kids in a nice warm building, or at least that's the plan. We're going down a pretty steep hill here. Woo! We just made it to the bottom. Video don't do justice. Looking straight back, there's the hill. Easy there, honey. Easy, girl. Oh, can't. Whoops. Well, guys, we have some not such good news. I put the goat in the cab of the tractor, and she started to have what kind of looks like seizures almost. So her eyes were really twitchy and everything else, and now she can't even hardly stand up. And out there, she was totally walking away. It was just like a flip of a switch. But basically, the way it seems to me, it seems like she's got what's called listeria. And typically when they get that, it's not a very good chance of success for living, or at least I haven't had good chances. But what we can do for her is give her some penicillin and then some vitamin B to help out with potential brain damage and things like that, because it messes with their brain, and her eyes will actually start twitching a lot if you watch her long enough. And she just really started not looking so hot. So, man, and the bummer is she's pregnant too, so I suppose with that stress of being pregnant and the colder, nastier weather and things that all came on, it just all kind of hit at once, and now she's got that. But I don't want to put her with any of the other goats right now or anything, because it can actually spread through their feces and stuff too. So I ended up putting her in this old calf hut and bedded it up nice for her to sit in, and I'll treat her in here and things like that too. But man, that's a bummer. I was hoping that she was going to be healthy and a good goat, and that's the way she looked out there. But it just a flip of a switch on the way home, she's got something wrong with her, and I'm almost positive it's listeria. So we've seen it before, them rye bales that we've been feeding, so there might have been a bale that wasn't completely cured all the way or correct or something like that, and if they get a little bit of mold or not fermented right or things like that, because those are wrapped bales, so there was a little bit of moisture in them when we made them, and that could be the problem with this whole deal here. So hopefully we don't get more goats that get this. That wouldn't be very fun. Now I'm gonna go turn the valve on for the water on the tire tank. I shut that off when it was warm out these past few days. Yeah, this is their paddock. Beautiful up here. Oh, the puppies are a bunch of icicles. So this is up by the paddock here. Yeah, it's quite the mess. Now let's go look at the sheep. These guys are quite come with. Okay, now that we're back in the warm cab, we got that tire tank back there. Got the valve turned on, so now we don't have to worry about water being frozen. The valve that I turned on, it helps it do the continuous flow deal, so I shut that off when the weather was good. Now we're driving back over to see if there's any more goats that are looking like they're gonna kid and whatnot. And hopefully we don't find any more that could potentially have that. What in the world I got in my beard? Must be a bunch of mud or something. I tried getting most of it, but yeah. All right, we're gonna take a look at these sheep and goats. So, there they are. Sorry for the dirty windshield. Yeah, they're in there all right. We'll get out and take a look at them. Oh, we had a couple there I seen are laying down already. Yeah. They're getting pretty content. Get out of the wind here. There's some more starting to lay down. Try to keep the phone close to my body here so it don't get so windy on you guys. Man, it is not good weather out here today. This is wet and cold. Yeah, we were supposed to get an inch of rain last night. I don't know what we got. I didn't have a gauge out. And then after the rain, then the snow was coming, and this is what we got. And actually it was supposed to snow all day, but it actually quit right around 11 o'clock, I think it was, and it's a little after 2 already, so everybody looks good. But yeah, when I first found them, they were just all dropped out in the woods here, so much nicer. Man, it's muddy though. area. And right here you can see how much they mud that up just by having the rest of a bale that didn't get unrolled. Crazy. I suppose the rest of them all tuck in the woods after they're done eating and get out of this wind. The only fence holding them is a 4-wire barbed wire fence that don't hold them, so it's not really a fence. There's the lamb that was born back in January. Not sure where her mom is, because that's not her mom there. Nope, not her mom. But she's big enough now, she's doing fine. Yeah, this isn't a day to look at beautiful livestock, because they're all wet and scraggly and windy and just... They got their work clothes on, that's for sure. Yeah, this is where I first fed them here. I was on the phone, that's why I couldn't do a video and show you guys, but yeah, they were all tucked down and deep in the woods here. Everybody pushing around that bale there to get some feed. What do you want? These guys are getting out of the wind now. We're gonna tuck in the woods. Looks like that one's been eating some snow. Yeah, they're going down deep. Don't blame them. It's cold out here. My hand's about to freeze off. Yeah, when I first found them, this is where they all came out of, down in this pocket here. And you can see that some of them are starting to eat some of the trees and strip the bark off of them. There's another multiple rows they stripped. But yeah, if you walk down in here, well, it's still windy up here, but you get down deep enough, yeah, you can see where they tracked it all up here. This is where they were hanging out. You get down here and it is a whole lot better down in here. That's where I had to feed them. Obviously I can't feed them down in here, so. Yep, this is where they'll probably end up sleeping for the night. Yeah, you can see the trails way down in there even. Yeah, man, it's just so muddy. Like, just look at all this. It's just mud. Just slop. That's why I was saying, looking at the sheep and goats right now, they got their work clothes on, because it is just awful nasty in here. Boy, they really spent a lot of time in here. Strip that baby off. Then there's another tree down there I see. Strip that one off. Well, it don't take long when you have that many critters doing all this. Spent a lot of time below this rock. Crazy. Then as soon as I fed them, they all ran up to the top of the hill and they're eating up there. But yeah, you can see way over there, they were really hanging out in here. I kind of figured this is where they'd come. Well, with that, guys, I'm gonna walk out of here. My hand is frozen. I'm gonna get back in a warm tractor and go home and eat some dinner. It's already way past that time, but it's just the day got away from me. Had a meeting this morning and a bunch of other stuff. So y'all take care. God bless. Stay dry and warm, and we'll see you in the next video.